Hi friends, welcome to our daily channel DAG Education. So in today's video, we are going to solve the questions of exercise 13.1 of class 7th CBSE. This exercise is of exponents. So now let's solve the first question. First question is in your screen. First part, first question, find the value of the following exponents, and for the second part, we write the base and exponent of the following. So it is pretty easy actually. If you know the concept of exponents, these questions are pretty easy actually. But if you don't know, I may tell you. See, first of all, let's do the answer 1A part. Exponents are two numbers, A and B. Exponent is this. If any number, if you see two numbers in diagonally, that is one number is down and other number is top right, and it is little bit smaller also, then understand that it's a exponent. Here the upper number is called the exponent or indices, and A, that is the down number, is called as base. The base is the number which gets multiplied, and exponent tells that how many times you have to multiply that number. For example, 3 to power of 5 equals to be 3 into 3. You have to multiply 3 by 5 times. So it is pretty easy, right? So it is the simple question. Now let's solve for the first part. I'm going to solve only 3 parts of this question because it's pretty easy. First part is 6 to power of 2. Of course, it is 6 into 6, which equals to be as 36. For the second part, we have 2 to power of 4, which is same as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, which is 16. For the third part, it would be 8 to power of 3, which is 8 into 8 into 8. And if you try to calculate it, 8 into 8 is 64. And 64 into 8 is, you have to do it, 8 4 would be 32, 2 down 3 carried over, and 8 6 is 48, and we get 51. So 512 is the answer. So it is pretty easy. One fact, if a base is having a 2 or a 3 as its exponent, so if it's a 2, we say a squared, and if it is 3, we say a cubed. Same for the square roots also. If there is a 2 at the number, we say square root of a, and if there is a 3 in the number, then we say cube root of a. And the square root of a, sometimes if you don't see any number, so it is understood that you are talking about square roots. So it's just small information. Now for the B part here, we have to write the base and exponent. So for the second part, I'm going to do only one question. I know it is pretty enough. See, we have minus 7 to power of 9. So see, base is minus 7, it is the base, and the exponent here is 9. So it is pretty easy. And for the first and the third question, same thing. For first part, 3 is the base, 5 exponent, and for the third part, 8 is the base and 2 is the exponent. So it is pretty easy exercise. So now let's solve for the second question. Second question says, express the following in exponential form. So one of the thing I want to tell you is that remember that the base, for example, a to power of b, base gets multiplied, that is a into a into a, that is b times. So it is this is the fact of the exponents, but it does not equal to as b into b into b a times. So you have to make careful that you don't write the exponent in the wrong order. So it is a confusion. If you don't have this confusion, it is very good. And second thing, a to power of b does not equal to be a into b, which is not equal to be b to power of a. That is, exponents are not commutative. So it is the simple logic. Now for the first part of this question, we have 8 into 8 into 8 into 8, that is 4 times 8 is there. So it would be 8 to power of 4, because there are 4 8s. Now for the fourth part, I'm going to do 3 parts in this case. We have x into x into x into y. So in this case, again, we have x cubed, because x into x into x will be x cubed, and which multiplies by y. You can write y to power 1 also, because anything to power of 1 is same, and anything to power of 0 is a 1. So this is the law of exponent. 1 law of exponent. And now for the sixth part here, we have x into x into x into x into y into y into z. This again can be written as x to power of 4 y to z. Why? Because there are 4x, that's why x to power 4. There are 2y, that's why y squared. And z is only 1, that's why z. Or z to power of 1. So it is pretty clear exercise. And yesterday parts you can do it yourself again. And it is pretty easy. Question number 3. Identify the small number wherever possible in each of the following. So see, I want to tell you one thing in this case. One thing I want to tell you is that, just a minute, here. In answer 3, what I am to tell you that I have told you that a to the power of b does not equal to b to the power of a. Now we have to compare the exponents. So see, they are actually, this type of questions can come in Olympiads. And in Olympiads, you cannot calculate the exponents. For example, in first part, 5 cubed or 3 to the power of 5. 5 cubed here is 125. And here 3 to the power of 5 is, if you just try to calculate it, 3 to the power of 4. In this case means if you try to calculate it, we'll get 81. And 3 to the power of 5 would be 243. So like this. So as you can see, we can calculate, that's why we know that 5 cubed would be smaller than 3 to the power of 5. It is really easy. Okay friends, so that's the case. But sometimes in most of the time you cannot calculate. So I'm going to tell you how to solve these type of questions. For example, in the fourth part, 1000 to the power of 3 or 3 to the power of 1000. If you know this trick, it is pretty good. Or you can use, if you try, you can also try to multiply only. But in this case, this type of questions how to solve. See, in this case we have to compare a to the power of b and b to the power of a. Okay my friends, so first step would be to raise both sides by 1 upon ab. 1 upon ab. Okay my friends, 1 upon ab. If like this, we get a to the power of 1 upon a and b to the power of 1 upon b, like this. And now we have to compare these both. So see, if a and b are both, if these two values are both less than 2.71, that is the value of e, then the smaller value will be smaller. That is, for example, 1 upon 1, and for comparison 1.5 to power of 1 divided by 1.5. In this case, this would be greater. But for suppose that both of the numbers, that is a and b, are greater than 2.71, that is 71, that is the greater than e value. So it means this greater value will be smaller. For example, 5 to power of 1 upon 5 and 7 to power of 1 upon 7, here it would be 5 power of 1.5 would be greater. And suppose there is one more case that one number is smaller and one number is greater. Then that case, you have to solve it yourself only. That case, you have no tricks. So this is the trick. As we know, 3 and 100, 1000 are both greater than 2.71. That's the value of irrational number e. So it means that 3 to power of 1/3 will be greater than 1000 to power of 1 upon 1000. And if you just try to raise to power of 3000 in the both cases, 3000, you're going to get 3 to power 1000 is greater than 1000 to power of 3. So like this we can deduce the formula. But if you cannot understand these things, so one more trick is for you, that is 1000 to power of 3. And if you calculate, suppose if you just try to calculate 3 to power of 7, that is, if you just do 43 into 9, if you just multiply 9 3 is 7, 2, 9 4 is 36, 8 30, and 9 2 is 18, 18 plus 3 21. So we get 2087, like this. So yeah, I can write 3 to power of 1000 as 3 to power of 7 to power of 1000 upon 7 by the laws of exponents. because if there is a two consecutive exponents, we can multiply the exponents. Okay, my friends, so this we can say. And we know 3 is smaller than 1000 upon 7. So see, exponent is also smaller, base is also smaller. Means both are smaller. That's why we can say that it is greater. So like this also we can see it, this trick. And again, same thing for fifth part also. 3 to power of 10 would be greater than 10 cubed. So it is same trick. I hope you have understood it. Now question number 4. Express each of the following numbers using exponent notations. So in this case it is pretty easy. So see, in this case you have to do prime factorization. I'm going to do the second and the fourth part. See, second part 15625, so you have to just prime factorize it. If you know 5, it will become 3 1 2 5 like this. And if I do 5 again, then I get 625. If I do 5 again, I get 125. And if I do 5 again, I get 25. If I do 5 again, I get 5 and 5, and then I'm going to get 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 to power of 6 is 1, 5, 6, 2, 5. Very easy. Okay friends, here just prime factorize the number. Now for the fourth part is pretty scary, but 6, 5, 5, 3, 6. So this time it is a little bit tricky. This time 2 will come. This time 2 will only come. Okay friends. So we get 3, 2, we get 7, then we have 6, then we have 8. 2 again, I get 1, 6, 3, then we get 8, then we get 4. 2 again, then you get 8, we get 1, 9, 2. 2 again, then I get here 4, 0, 9, 6. If I do doing keep like this also, 2, I get 2 here, then I get 0 here, then I get 4, then I get 8. 2, I get 1024. And if I 2 again, I get 512. And 512 here, then I get 2 again, I get 256. 2 again, then I get 128. If I 2 again, then I get 64. 2 again, then 32. 2 again, then 16. And this would be 2 to power of 4, because 2 to the power 4 is 16. So like this, count, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. 2 to the power 16 equals to be 6, 5, 5, 3, 6. So this is the final answer of this question. Okay friends, so I hope you understood it. So we get here. So this is the answer of this question. So rest of the parts are very easy. The fourth part was the most difficult part, so this is the correct prime factorization. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 5. Express each of the following as product of powers of their prime factors. So see, again prime factorization only. But this time we have to represent them by multiplication. So as you can see here, that we have 4 parts of this question. So I'm just going to rewrite the statements. So as you can see, we have 4 parts of this question, and in this case I'm going to just only demonstrate one part for you. So for example, 7200, we are going to prime factorize it. We get 2, I get 3, I get 3600, 2 again, then I get 1800, 2 again, then I get 900. Okay friends, if I just keep factorization, I get 450. By 2 again, I get 225. Now by 3, if I do 3, I get here 75. One more 3, I get 25, and we get 5 and 5. So it is just a simple logic here. So now we see, we have we have total of 5 2s, 2 3s and 2 5s. So 2 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 2 equals to be 7200. So I hope you understood it. And remember, we cannot write it like this. If you say like 7200, in this case I can write as 72 if you just see, I can reduce it to 900. That is, I get only 3 factors. Okay, so we can add 3 factors. So I can say 2 cubed, then 3 squared, then 10 squared, like this if you think. But actually we cannot do this because the 10 is not a prime number. That's why you have to be careful. That's why this is the correct answer and this will be wrong answer. You're going to get only half mark of the total marks. That's why. Now I'm going to move to the next question. Simplify. So in this case we have to just simplify the parts. So let's now solve and simplify the parts. So here we go. So now what we are going to do is pretty easy. We are going to just simplify. So we answer 6. Let's to make 2 parts. For example, 7th part and the 8th part. 7th part is 3 to the power 4 into 4 to the power 2. 3 to the power 4 is 81. 4 squared is 16. 81 into 16. Okay, my friends, if you notice, or other way you can also do it, I can write it like this also. 3 square into 4 square into 3 square. And 3 into 5, if I just combine them, I'm going to get 12 square into 3 square. Like this, I can combine them. Okay, my friends, so I can combine them very easily. Now I can combine this. 12 square is 144 and 3 square is 9. Multiplication by 9 is very easy. 9 4s are 36, 6 down, 3 carried over. 9 4s are 36, 36 plus 3 39. And I get 1296 as the final answer. So this is the final answer of this question. Okay friends, and if you're not able to understand what I am just combining, it is laws of exponents. A to the power of n, a to the power of m equals to be a to the power of n plus m. A to the power of n upon a to the power of m equals to be a to the power of n minus m. And like this, as laws of exponents, and a to the power of m whole to the power of n gives me as a to the power of m n, like this. So these are the 3 laws of exponents, and this may help you to understand it what I am talking about. Okay friends, so now let's just let me just clear up the board a little bit so you can see the words clearly. So I'm just removing the laws of exponents. Okay friends, so now let's solve for the question now. So this is the first part. Now for the 8th part I'm going to solve. 8th part is 4 square into 10 fourth. 10 4 means just 10 after 4 zeros, that is 10,000 is 10 to the power of 4. I hope you understand this part. And 4 square is 16. 4 into 4 is 16 and it will come 160000. 1,60,000 would be the answer. Very easy. Now for the 7th part, this time you have to be careful. In this case, let me do the 3rd part. Minus 2 square into minus 4 square. See, remember, a minus whole square is always positive because even number of minuses, if they are multiplied, and you're going to get a positive number. But if there are odd number of minuses, then you're going to get a minus number only. So that's why you're going to get a positive number. Minus 2 square is 2 into 2, that is 4. Minus 4 square is 16 and this will give me a 64. But for now, let me tell you 4th part also. Minus 4 cubed into minus 10 power 5. In this case, if you see, they are 3, they are odd number, that's why answer would be negative. So minus 4 cube would be minus 64, putting minus sign, and minus 10 to the power 5 would be minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 zeros, 1 lakh. But as there are 2 minuses, so it will become minus into minus become plus. So the answer would be 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like this, you're going to just get the answer 64 lakhs. Will be the final answer, but positive one. So this is the answer. But in for the second part, that is the second part of the 7th question. Second part, minus 2 into minus 3 power 5. Minus 3 to the power 5 is minus 243. And minus 2 is minus 2 only. So again here also you're going to get a positive number plus 4, 8, 6. So this is the answer. So you have to remember all the laws properly, and minus into minus is plus. Remember, not a minus minus plus, minus multiplied by minus. Okay friends, so now let's solve for next question. Question number 8. Compare the following. We have 8.9, so you can see their comparison. But if I say it looks like a standard notation, but actually it is pretty easy to compare. See, first of all, answer it. I'm going to give you example. For example, like a 3rd part. 16 into 10 to power of 16, and we get 3 to the power of 10 to the power 3. First of all, we are going to convert into standard notation. Standard notation in numbers such as we have k into 10 to the power of n, such that n is a natural number. This is the sign of natural number, okay my friends? N is a part of natural number, and k is having the value, the value of k, that is the number of value, is also between 1 and 10. So value of k is between 1 and 10. So that's the simple logic, okay friends? So I hope you understood this part. So like this. So as you can see, k has to be 1 to 10, so it is 16. So to convert a number into a what we say standard notation, you have to just move the decimal places. So if I want to convert, suppose like number a, b, c, d, e, f, and decimal point is here, to convert into standard notation, I have to shift the decimal point in the left or right direction, such that the decimal point, there is only one number at the left side of decimal point. That is, only one digit should remain. There is no limit of the decimal number of decimal places, but only one digit must be there in the left direction, that is non-decimal part. So I can put a decimal point here, 1.6. So like this, it fulfills the condition. But the problem here is that this becomes the values of the number smaller. So to keep constant of the value, I'm going to increase the exponent to 17. So we get 1.6 into 10 to the power 17 with 3 into 10 to the power 3. Now it is comparison very easy. To compare the exponent. As 17 is greater than 3, 1.6 or 16 into 10 to the power 16 will be greater than 3 into 10 to the power of 3. Rest of the parts you don't have to even convert into standard notation, others are already converted. So just compare the exponents of the 10 and then you're going to get the answer very easily. And it's already a difficult part. Thank you for watching this video. If you like our channel, so please subscribe our channel, and if you like our video.